John, I've always been fascinated when actors start out in their careers. A lot of actors do TV commercials, or at least audition for commercials. Is that something that you ever did or considered doing?
Considered. That's how I got my union card. I got into Screen Actors Guild doing a Chevy commercial that never ran.
What would you do?
I was happy. Let's see what happened. I got the car and I pulled up to my friend's house and I was really proud of my new Cavalier. And we went for a ride and said something funny, and it never ran. It was a 30-second spot. And I did another commercial where it was for Commonwealth Edison in Chicago, where I was putting it was about different things going wrong and how they come and save the day. And I was putting an air conditioner in a window. It was shot from outside, and as I put it in, I turned around, and the air conditioner tumbles out the window, and it's pretty funny. And that was it. And I got to tell you the truth, I was more excited about getting those commercials than I was in than I get excited now getting booked on a big job, because it's the first. You're just starting out and everything's exciting to you.
Well, when you first got to LA, every actor seems to have that one big slap-down experience where they get humiliated. Did that ever happen to you at all?
Oh, it still happens. Yeah, you're always getting whacked around. It humbles you. That's part of the process, There's just so much more rejection than there is success. And even when you've established yourself, I'm fighting for roles right now that people won't consider me for, because you're always trying to push it. But it's no different in Hollywood. I mean, I used to sell paper, to printers. That was one of the jobs I had before, and that was just as much, if not more, rejection than that. But you take it more personally when it's you, when it's your face, when they're rejecting you and not the product that you're selling, because you're selling yourself.
Well, with returning to this movie, returning to Las Vegas, how differently did the people in Las Vegas treat you this time as opposed to Swingers?
It's pretty good. Whenever I go to Vegas, I always run into a group of guys who are like, your money, because they're all going to Vegas, and it makes them think about Swingers, and it's great to go. We actually shot some of it in the same casino that we shot the last one. So whenever I go there, I feel like a star. It's like coming to a film festival. I feel like a star.
Okay, well, this movie, it was funny, the scenes in the minivan. Imagine you were probably being towed around by a camera car.
Yeah.
How much of a bonding experience for the actors to be in that environment for hours at end?
It's great. We had a great group of people, and then in the minivan, we actually rehearsed the minivan by having Daniel Stern drive the minivan around the block a few times when we were in rehearsals. But then when we shot it, we're being towed, and you're spending a whole day in there cooped up. And I think a lot of that energy comes across in the scene. That's where a lot of the improvisation was, in that scene.
Now, the whole thing about bachelor parties. Now, I think we've all been to bachelor parties that are a little bit on the odd side. Next time your friends have a bachelor party, are you the person who's not going to be invited?
I've only been to one bachelor party. They kind of freak me out a little bit. I don't understand the whole bachelor party thing. And then the next day you're at the wedding or something, all trying to play it off like it didn't happen. Yeah, I don't know. Not really for me.
It's funny. Well, you were at the screening a couple nights ago.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just wondering, a movie like this, not an easy movie to take at certain points.
Right.
How fascinating for you to sit down and watch a movie you're in with an audience? How eye-opening for you?
Well, to see it with a festival audience, even more than seeing it with like seeing it at a Hollywood premiere is one thing, because everybody's invited. People are coming, they feel compelled to come, or, they're also in the business. But here you got all the kids from Toronto who've been waiting online to see it. And we had about 1,000 people in that theater. And then you had all the cast members there, so everybody felt like that they were there at a special night. And the film was premiering, but it was an open screening. And it reminded me of like Swingers 2 years ago here. Same thing. You just felt that groundswell of appreciation and laughter. And it gave such an energy back to the screen that it was just such a fun ride. I mean, I'm going to try to catch another screening of it here if I can, because you just don't get it like this anywhere else.
And a very quick last question. When you went through the script the first time, pretty edgy script, were there ever any scenes that you thought, I don't know about this, I don't know if this is a little bit too far?
The last scene of the film, I thought no way is going to be in the movie. I said they're going to cut this scene out. And there it is, in the movie, getting laughs. You just never know.